welcome to this video on the Performance Analyzer in Power BI. Today we're going to dive into the Performance Analyzer, which is a powerful feature within Power BI that allows you to optimize your reports for peak performance. So obviously in the world of sports analytics, the speed and efficiency are absolutely key. So we cannot spend a lot of time to wait for reports to load, to spend time while we're building that things are loading, and we waste a lot of time for that those tasks to be performed. So let's have a look how the Performance Analyzer can help you increase the performance of your report. So if we just come in to a report and we come to view on the top, we select the Performance Analyzer. You will then get up this menu where you can start to monitor your report like it says here, to see for details about the time taken by each visual to query for its data and render the results. So what we can do is that we can check what is taking all this time in order to load. So as an example, if we just start recording, you can now see that at this given time, the recording was started. You can obviously stop it, you can clear, and you can export. But what you can do now, for example, to get a look at the whole visual, we can refresh this one. And you can now see the time taken to load all the elements that are within this. So you can see it's quite an extensive amount of elements that we have in this report. You can sort that as you would like, so you can see the ones that are taking the longest time. And you can see that these are all DAX queries so we are looking for the latest result per player. So this is taking the longest for all of them. Obviously this is still very quick, so this is not a problem at all. But when you do this yourself, you might find that some of them are taking significantly longer than less than a second. So that's how you can easily go about and have a look at that. If we now, for example, go and just try to do a filter, we select I would like to compare to the center back. We can now scroll further down. You can see we have another line which says change the slicer, and we can now see some more results appearing. And you can see here that now some of them took a second to load, which is still within quite a significant speed, so it's not a problem, but you might experience some longer loading times than a second. So if we now just select stop, what we can do now is we can export this data into a JSON, so you can go about and see some of the details if you would like. But what I encourage you to do is identify those slower queries, those are taking the longest or you believe is an issue, and try to play around and see if you can modify it. Do you have an extensive query that is having huge amount of if statements that is very long? Can you move that into variables? Can you change some parts of the data model so that it's easy to query for the data? So if we, for example, look at this data model, you can see how that's built with fact and dimension tables, which we are going through in the level 2 course, how to build all of this and start to design those type of data models yourself. So if you would like to learn more about that, check out our Power BI level 2 course. We are also covering some in the level 1 as well, obviously in the level 2 at the more advanced level. So that's just quickly how you can use the Performance Analyzer in order to check what is taking the longest time in your report. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon.